Hello and welcome. Come on in. I am getting ready to do what could be one of the last few readings that I'm going to be doing on YouTube. I have a lot of you that are actually very, very loyal followers. You don't miss a video. You don't miss a post over at Facebook. However, I have been doing this YouTube channel for 5 years. And YouTube is not promoting me at all. Now, I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if it's because I'm a biker. But for whatever reason, they're not promoting it. And I want you guys to know that in order for me to continue to do this, I need to see something significant as far as followers. And I'm gonna kind of just give myself the goal of the end of July. Now, the way you guys can help me is always hit that thumbs up button. Always give me a like. Every time you put a comment down below, even if it's just a little tiny hi, a hello, that pushes my videos into YouTube's algorithms and they start to show them. Not to just my followers, but to the general public. Now, for the most part, only my followers are seeing my videos. And I have got to do something to get YouTube to get me out there. I got to tell you, it's not paying the bills. I have money tied up in equipment, money tied up in time. It takes me away from paying clients that do want readings. It also takes me away from missing persons and that kind of work, which is it's greatly needed. So I'm asking you guys for as much help as I can get. Share these videos. Please always like them. Give me that thumbs up and throw a comment in there. All right. With that business out of the way, I am going to do just a general reading for the month of May. We are in Gemini season right now. So happy birthday out there to all those Gemini. All right, get back up here. What I can tell you is for the month of March, Venus, who that planet rules money. Can't make that up. Man, now why don't you guys share these videos? Really, when I validate shit right that quick, Venus is the planet that rules money. And she is going to be falling in a lot of our personal houses in our astrological chart. Some of the positionings are called houses. Astrology is pretty complicated. I got to tell you, I have been around it and trying to learn it for close to 40 years. So those of you that are actual astrologers, please drop a like down there and let me know in the comments. All right, setting up the paranormal flashlight. This alone should have catapulted my channel into millions of views. This paranormal flashlight should have. Nobody else does this. And it is absolutely amazing, first what you tell me, to see this thing over my shoulder when it validates what's being said. So, those of you new to the channel, as an old paranormal investigator, we used to use these 6-inch mag lights. That's all it is. Oh, they already have it. Hang on, let me. Do I have it for you, Spirit? Okay. I always like it on when I start, though. Okay, you got me there. All right, very good. All right, Spirit, if you're in the room, can I get you to give me a wink or blink, please? Wow. And let me know that I have that adjusted right. All right. So in the month of the month of May, we have Venus working for us. We are going to feel a little easier month. And she's the planet of love and romance. So we're going to feel a little lighter, a little easier. Last time she came around, it was retrograde, and it kind of really hit us. And the month of April was very heavy for some of you, very heavy for me. I felt a lot of anxiety that you guys were feeling. I pick up what you guys feel. Okay? And if you're just not doing anything about your anxiety, stop that. You're worthy. Don't worry. Anxiety is just worrying about things that kind of out of our control. Now, some of you are experiencing anxiety because you're not nutritionally balanced. Thank you, Spirit on the Light. Simply that. You oftentimes hear me preach about health, fitness, educating yourself. And most of us do not have a good nutritional balanced diet because the foods that we buy, the foods that we get, just don't have that any longer. Wheat no longer has all the vitamins and stuff that it used to have because they take it out. All right. So anyway, our diets aren't balanced. We don't get enough of everything. That's why I talk about supplementation. Vitamins and supplements are essential to me. Absolutely. I am an electric being, so are you. We have a whole lot more electrical charge in us than you realize. And when we are low on electrolytes, especially sodium, years ago, the doctors told us to stop taking not so much table salt. You know what? That led to a whole generation of senior citizens that became dehydrated at the first little cough or sniffle. Yep. All right. Educate yourself. So we do need good sodium in the form of like Celtic sea salt, Redmond's real salt. I get my magnesium from salt basically alone. Magnesium is another one of those essential minerals. All right, the month of May. Let's see what's going on. What's going on here? We have the Strength card. Oh, thank you, Spirit. It picks up what I'm going to say before I say it, because we're connected, kind of telepathically. It reads me. You guys used up an awful lot of strength just getting through the month of April. It was chaotic for a lot of you. It was heavy. There was a lot of death in April. One of my dear loyal followers, we'll call her Venus. Yeah, we'll call her Venus. She lost her son, a son, in the month of April. He came to me immediately. I did not know him in life. She happens to be a follower of my page. I have not even met her myself, but her son came to me immediately after his death, just to let his mom know, because they make that connection. And oh, my mom watches her. Once they're on the other side, they're almost all knowing. And he came to me and he said, "Tell my mom I'm okay. I arrived. I'm okay." And I got to tell you, when you see joy come over my face when I discuss the dead, it's because that's the energy they give me. And if you're brokenhearted and crying, and I know Venus would be at this point, because, you know, she lost one of the greatest things in her life, you know, a child. I've been through it. It's tough. But they don't want to see us cry. Spirit does not like it when we mourn and weep. I have seen one particular case where a young man who died, thank you, Spirit on Light, his team of angels on the other side pulled him away from his mother visiting her down here in the physical world, because it was too hard on him to watch her grieve so hard. Thank you, Spirit. Big point right here. When we, on a day-to-day basis, overcome that grief step at a time, we make them proud of us. That makes their light shine brighter. All right. Excuse me, I just had a little bit of a coughing fit and needed to grab a drink. But when our spirit, our family in spirit, friends or family, see us grow and heal, man, does that just make them, thank you, Spirit of the Light. Wow. So we've gotten through the month of April. It took a lot of strength. Now, a lot of you are damn near drained emotionally, financially. Now, that's why I brought up the planet Venus for the month of May. And she's stationing in a position that everybody is going to see some little kind of lucky streak. A little bit of fun money. Hi, buddy. You coming up? Well, come on up. You haven't been up to see everybody in a while. This is my cat. One of them. And we call him Halftail. Come here. You want to get up in the video again? He used to come up and sit on the... He always comes up and sits on the tarot cards when you guys aren't around because he likes the energy. And that tells you a lot. If there's positive energy coming off my tarot cards and animals like them, all right, why isn't this channel growing? I don't get it. All right. Can I get you to be quiet then? All right. The month of April, or month of April's gone, month of May, Venus coming up. So everybody's going to see some kind of little increase financially. It will be a very lucky time for some of you. Gemini, it is a real lucky time for you. You know, buy a lottery ticket once in a while. There you go. Never, and I have a background in finance. I was a mortgage broker. I did annuities, 401ks, life insurance, finance. And I always told my people, never invest more money than you can afford to lose. So if you've got a $5 bill that you feel it's not going to make or break you, you can either invest it, which is kind of a gamble, or you can gamble it, which is a bigger gamble. But this is a time when you may get extra lucky. Gemini, I do believe Scorpio. Hang on. Taurus is real close in there too. They're just touching it. But Virgo, if Venus is a planet that happens to be in your astrological chart, you will probably be lucky this month. Go online. The one that I like to use to look up astrology charts is Astro Cafe. Go anywhere that it's free. Look up your astrology chart, and you will get. Usually, they show kind of a wheel. Do I have anything laying around here that I could show you guys? I don't come on with any notes. I just get sidetracked and go with what Spirit gives me. But there's an astrological wheel, kind of looks like a compass, or between a compass and a clock. And here he is. Hi, buddy. And you want to look on that and just see if Venus is, the planet Venus is anywhere in your chart. So you'll be lucky. Okay, can you beat it now? You're right in the way. I used to call him my cameraman. Yeah, okay. Give me a minute. I gotta shoo the cat out. Okay. Yeah. Just expect just a little bit of luck. Now, the money that may come to you is not necessarily going to be like a big lottery winning. You might get a $25 tax rebate. That might just be what comes. Whatever it is. But it is in a small kind of chunky money, discretionary, which you walk around in your pocket with that you can blow and have a good time with it one way or another, okay? April also, we're still on the tail ends of some fiery energy. There was a lot of harsh moods. There was a lot of road rage. You know, people were easy to just get pissed off and want to just start a fight. And we are coming out of that. Now, this Knight of Wands he's on a fiery horse, so that's how we know what, fiery attitude was going on. And he is riding off to be replaced by we'll just call him the Knight of Abundance, huh? Opportunities. Some of you will be finding job opportunities that you haven't had in a while. If you're looking on Indeed or I have no idea what those employment sites are anymore. But you're going to see that there's going to be a lot more opportunity for you guys if you're looking for work. Now, for some of you, that's about abundance of the heart. Years ago, when they gave somebody a big double-handled cup for a trophy, it was referred to as a loving cup. Okay, 2 handles is a loving cup. So that's how you remember that the cups often relate to the heart. However, we have the Temperance card. So that as a biker, that's telling me throttle back a little bit. Get ready, because we're going to need to lean into this. Some of you may jump too quick into a connection. So throttle back. Just go easy. Don't go too quick. That Temperance card's also about, if you're old enough to remember, the temperance movement. It was way before my time. One of the few things on this planet. Thank you, Spirit. You're being funny because I'm old. Is that it? they have a sense of humor back there. The temperance movement. What was that? Maybe the 30s. I don't know. Where alcohol was put into prohibition, and we were no longer allowed to buy it, and it wasn't free, and that was what the temperance movement was, and that's what the Temperance card is about. Don't over imbibe right now. If you're out beginning to break loose for spring, be careful you don't overdo it. Whether you eat too much, drink too much, or play too much, you could actually overdo it just being strenuous. So just go easy. We're just, you know what? Pull your foot up, kick it in neutral, and we're just going to coast a little bit. Maybe I might need to start doing that. Now, I was a truck driver too. I have done a lot of things in my lifetime. So my vernacular here, you guys know, gets a little salty. We do have the Queen of Wands. She's kind of calm, cool, and collected there. Little mystery around her, that black cat down there by her feet. Yeah, you've got something new coming into your life in the month of May that is going to inspire you. I almost get the feeling that you want to improve on yourself. Maybe change up your morning routine to make sure you remember your vitamins. You might want to improve yourself by starting to exercise. You might want to improve yourself by just reading more, doing puzzles, improving your education. Never stop learning. Go over the other channels here on YouTube and just browse and see what even if you don't like it, it is teaching you something. Thank you, Spirit. Just like all the bad shit that happens in your life, all of those lessons are put on our way to teach us. All part of that soul contract. The Six of Wands also. Now that is really a victory card. This is telling me that you have been putting forth the effort, working at this improvement. For some of you, it might be just starting a weight loss program. And I got to tell you, I always, you might not be able to tell it now. I've always been a weightlifter, and I always ran real close up around 200 pounds. I'm 5'10", shrinking a little bit now that I'm getting older. But at 5'10" and 200 pounds, I felt strong, okay? I do not feel strong. I lost 50 pounds. Now, this has been quite a while ago, just by simply cleaning up my diet. Okay? Simply cleaning up, getting rid of those carbohydrates. I was one of those people that was eating a dish of oatmeal every day because it was good. Thank you, Spirit on the Light. Yeah, they told us it was good for us. Do your research. Oatmeal is one of the highest tampered with. From the very genetics that the oat seed has when it goes into the ground, to the way they process it, to what they spray on it, there is virtually nothing in it that is of value to us, and there are a lot of poisons and toxins in oatmeal. Every grain. Think about what they grow out in farm country, on the plains, in the plains country, corn, oats, wheat. That's why they're telling us these seed oils that they tried to tell us were good for us. Sesame seed oil and sunflower oil, and no, dangerous for us. I kind of got off on a tangent on that. All right, grabbed another deck here to see what else is coming for the month of May. Oh, happy birthday and a shout out to my own son, Monkey. My second oldest son, who is still here in the physical world. I still have two sons here. And I'm going to tell you why they're just such badass, cool dudes. I love them. Both of them. All of them. All of them. You never stop loving your kids. Even if you're not around them, you never stop loving them. All right. King of Pentacles, yeah. Financially, things are going to just turn around a little bit for everybody in the month of May. So expect that. But also use your discretion on a little bit of control. And that's what the King's about here. Like, go ahead and lay out a budget. Take control of your finances. A lot of us, after we go into retirement, and I live in a retirement community, and since I taught first-time home buyers programs and financial literacy, along with credit counseling, once people retire, they no longer budget themselves. You need to budget, teach your kids. When you give those little tykes that first couple bucks on their allowance, instill it in them at age, whatever it is for your kids, 3, 5, 8, 28, all right? If you're still giving your kids an allowance, to lay out a budget. So how much you start with, and you put a little bit in savings, and you can spend a little bit. Start out simple for kids. You know how many of us adults don't even do that? It's out of pocket. You're playing willy-nilly with it, and a lot of you develop insecurities and anxiety just because of money. Now, a lot of us have followed our parents' mindsets in the way we were taught how to handle money. My mother and my dad, they were kind of first-generation Italians over here, so they didn't understand that concept a lot. And they had a lot of hard times financially. Hi, Mom. And they were always getting in debt and having issues. So you carry that on. And that's what I learned. So that's kind of why I went into finance at a point in my life, so I could kind of counteract that. And it just took me to all kinds of great places. Yeah, all kinds of great places. And here I am, an internet psychic. All right, now, we have the High Priestess card, and to me, that card speaks about intuition. A lot of you are stepping into your spiritual awakening. You're opening up. You're seeing. You're hearing more. Your gut's just telling you, let's just say, not to go a direction one day. And I'm not going to go on that. I'll go around. That's your intuition. That's your instincts. And a lot of you are going to be seeing that. Now, a lot of times that hits you in the gut like anxiety. Thank you, Spirit, on light. Because when I open up my armor, when I'm at a public event with hundreds of people milling around, and I'm trying to read, and I open up so I can read for the client that is there, I oftentimes feel like I may have a panic attack because I pick up everybody's energy, obviously. But that's what some of you guys are feeling. Now, once you get that little tingle in your gut and it feels like, when you were a little kid and you went over that first little kid's roller coaster and you got that tickle in your belly, that's what it feels like. When you're getting that feeling for no reason, you may be picking up on somebody else's energy. Learn how to protect yourselves. Educate. All right. That first card that came up was the Strength card. And again, another Strength card, validating that energy. Together, those are 2 8s. And for a lot of you, this is a repeating cycle in your life. And I do believe, as a matter of fact, it is, and it should be a repeating cycle for many of you. I think this astrology aspect that we are under is a repeating 12-year cycle anyway. Am I right, Spirit, on the light back there? Thank you. All right. One last deck. I'm going to give you guys some money. Fun money. Something for your money. Give you your money's worth. That's what I was trying to say. All right, all right. These cards are not used as much. They are very slippery. All right, Spirit, one more jumper, please. Make sure you hit that like button. Would you please put a comment down below? Just say hello. Let me know where you're from. Every time you throw a comment, it does me some good. Do it several times. String a conversation clear down through there. I don't care how you do it. All right. Absolutely, absolutely. We also have, nope, that was a Queen of Wands. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. The month of May, you are going to really take a tally of what means the most to you. Friends, warm, dry house. That type of abundance is very important to you. And in the month of May, I do see you reassessing and looking over those things that mean a lot to you. We have another 8 on the table here. The 8 of Pentacles. More Pentacles coming at us. For a lot of you, it is going to be the financial abundance that's coming. Might be because you worked for it. And I'm getting this is kind of an age group thing too. So it could be retirement money coming back for some of you. It could be just the fact that some of you will get a raise in the work that you are doing. Either way, hell yeah. And last but not least, the Holy Grail of Holy Grails. The loving cup of loving cups. We have the Ace of Cups. Speak so highly, and you can see that it just means your cup's going to runneth over. Thank you, Spirit, on the light. All right, you guys, there you have it for the month of May. Hit that button, like, subscribe, and share these with other, if you have friends that are bikers, please share these videos to them. And I never leave you, that I don't sincerely bless you with love and light. See you soon.